Hello there, great person. Welcome back to Let's Watch Some Death Note. Today we're at episode 8, Messen, I think it's called. I don't know what the English or German name is. I can't speak Japanese that well. But yeah, last time we had this unfortunate event of Miss Naomi? I do think she was called Miss Naomi. I just know her as Miss Maki because that's the name she gave, and I thought about her with that name, so sorry. So she got done in. Unfortunate, I did rage a lot. I did take 3 days off to cool down, and now I'm back. Nah, I had other stuff to do as well, but I like to set up the light a bit better, and it will improve. New setup, you know. But that's besides the point. Let's see where we go today, because like I really hope someone saw them. Like I really hope this won't be just like, yeah, this was inconvenient. This is done with, because it was, to me, it was not like it worked, and I get why it worked in universe, but the writing, like it depended a lot on luck and Naomi being, or Miss Maki being so distraught that she would eat up every bullshit he told her, and like he flip-flopped around. So, but let's see where it goes today, because now no one really has a clue about him, I think. So yeah, let's see where it goes. Can't wait. I now hope for a bit more L on L light action. I do think that was an innuendo. I apologize. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment on what you thought of this one. And yeah, let's just start.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.
That one is the Apple sound. I think I've said that before, but I just love it. Oh, they had footage. That's good. Wait, what? That's really clever, but so they have that. They had that footage all the time. Okay, fine. Good Al, that's clever. That's clever. I love how he sits though. The one friend who watched Death Note when it came out, I think, and he, as I said, talked about it all the time, but like he never spoiled it. He just talked about stuff, and I don't remember any of it. But I do remember he said like Ellen class, and all the teachers were like, "What the frick are you doing?" And just didn't give a shit. That was so funny. I didn't understand it, but in hindsight, it's really funny. It was weird at the time for me, but yeah, like Light was on the train, like that was so dangerous. So the blurry video, wouldn't it be good to enhance it, like, and clear it up? Like, doesn't the no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dig at CSI. I'm sorry, it lay on the floor, I picked it up. He just hands out ice cream. What are you just being the jolly old dude? Just with three spheres or whatever you call them. What do you call that? I don't know. Oh, that was dumb of Light. Why let him ride in a circle like that? He probably did not do his research a lot. Or enough, I guess. I would assume it's this high and mighty idea of his. Like, it's not dumb. Like, I use the word dumb sometimes when it's not unintelligent. It's just like, you know, short-sighted. Because short-sightedness, I do think, is Light's biggest weakness. Short-sightedness and hubris, so, yeah. Oh, that's also so bad. So, I mean, why is it? Yeah, they didn't know who it was. So it was really good observational skills. It's like basically spot the difference picture a bit. So they now know that he's the one that had the envelope, and they probably know from the FBI that the envelope was sent. So they now know it was him that sent it. So Kira was with him. Why would Kira have been with him? Because he observed him. So we are like, they now know it is one of the people that Kira observed, that the agent observed. That is Kira. So, oh, Light, you're fricked, even though Naomi died, unfortunately, but it didn't matter.
私には必死に電車の中を見ようとしているように見える。
Yeah.
そこにヒントが。
キラだったら面白いじゃないですか。
That's a fucking reach. I mean, we know it was that, but that's a fucking reach. What the fuck, hell? Oh, okay, good.
逆手にとって大胆な行動に出たのかもしれません。
Yeah, perhaps. They might observe the videotapes from where he entered the train, and they will see a dude drop dead there. Perhaps. But there was probably no security footage.
4日もろくに寝ずにデスノートに犯罪者の名前を。
Wow, why is he doing that?
週間も先まで死のスケジュールを組む。
Ooh, I see. Okay, no, yeah, it makes sense why he's doing it. Okay, so he wants to perhaps not do it for half a year so they get off his trail because he did get spooked by Miss Markey. That's good. That's very interesting.
入院したりしたら、八神局長の息子さんが入院したとた。
Oh, okay, no, he's just being cautious.
死神はそんな使い方しないから絶対とは言い切れん。大丈夫だろう。
Interesting.
当てにならないな。
ならないよ。
So awesome, of course you can't. He's just watching his favorite movie.
警察庁の浮田さんが気になる一般情報の電話を。
Really? What's it about?
5番の番号を向こうに教え、その情報者にそこにかけ直すようにと。
I love that he has this protection network. It's so cool.
あ
It's so awesome.
レイ・ペンバーの婚約者
Oh, they already know she's dead.
どこかで聞いたのだな。
So they know Ray stalked Kira, and then, like, if they don't know that, then, like, hack the fucking FBI and get on with it. But, like, I assume they do know that that Light was one of the people he observed, and he was seen at the police department with her shortly before his death.
ロサンゼルス BB 殺人事件の。そうか。
Yeah, right. I forgot they don't know he can kill other than with heart attacks or self. No, wait. Yeah, I do think they know only the heart attacks. Yeah, he knows. It's too suspicious of her dying randomly when, yeah.
僕がわからないそうです。
フィアンセが死んだら誰だって落ち込む。
Yeah, no. No,
いや、
he's not that dumb.
私の知っている美空直美は、芯の強い優秀な FBI 捜査官です。
Yeah, for an excellent FBI exam, save for she just randomly trusts the kid and tells her everything and lets her guard down because she was distraught, but still.
を捕まえることを考えるはず。彼女はペンバーと一緒にいたそうです。
I love that, man. That is so awesome. He immediately trusts her as well, proving that indeed she worked for him because he saw something in her that's so awesome. Man, F in the chat for
調べ
her.
ていたものだけに限って捜査します。
Oh,
捜査
you-
対象は2人の
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess I was too quick. He did need this additional information because, yes, the envelope was missing, but it could have been stolen by, like, a tramp or something. But again, they could have hacked the FBI or something and seen, like, the I know the FBI has withdrawn this. That doesn't mean that they won't answer to their fucking calls. Like, come on, that I don't think that's the case. So they just would have had to speak with the FDA or hack them, I guess. You know, so yeah. But let's assume they don't do that for some reason. They still needed this advice evidence then, because otherwise it could have been stolen by a tramp or something.
警
Yeah,
察関係
I
者
see.
もそ
Yeah,
の周辺
that makes
誰なん
sense.
ですその二人と。
Oh, only two.
家族そして八神局長とその家族です
Ha 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 ha.
の家に盗聴器と監視カメラをつけさせていただきたい
That is very, very fucking good. That is very good. That's gonna be really funny. I can't wait for this. But shouldn't he suspect his son as well? No, he wouldn't. You know why? Because I do get the impression that his dad is one of those dads that's never really home. That's just like, hey, how did you do on your test? Oh, it was very good. I'm the best. Oh, you're the best boy. Yeah, great. I have to go to work again. I have to work overtime. I've got such a complicated case. Can't involve you. Even though he did solve 2 cases, so yeah. Would you suspect him? I don't know.
丈夫にしておく必要がある
Why would you do that now?
切れ端を仕込んでおけば
Why would he suddenly do that? He doesn't know he's going to be observed. He thinks it's over for like they don't have a clue anymore. He thinks, yes, it could be precaution, but why now? That's so random though.
君も器用だな。
Ooh, he's like Ishida sewing.
器用より器量だもしかしてリュウクモテないのか
Holy shit, man, he's such a psychopath. The way he's using people, like disregarding emotions and everything, like that's so interesting. I love that though. Like he's one of the coolest written psychopaths I know. Yeah, so Ryuk is also not popular. I mean, of course not. He's not gambling.
監視カメラって龍崎
いくらなんでも
No, it's not.
になり、私たちも皆クビに。
首どころか命までか
Yeah, like. I mean, no. That is a bit unfair because I would argue, yes, they risk their life. Why? Because they think their job is the most important thing. So if they lose the job, I would disagree with Al. Yeah.
いや 5% です
そんな
No. Yeah, I mean, with the information we know that he has, apparently yes, but he should have more information than that. Like he should have, he should somehow have, he should know that Ray was in a bus accident. I think from the FBI, he has to have reported that. And it would be in the files. I do think his supervisor is also dead, but it would be in the files. And I'm not sure if he knows. Yeah, and then he could snoop around, and that girl Light was on a date with. He should have ended her as well. If he's not let's disregard morality. He should have ended her as well, innocuously. I think, though, no, that would also make, that girl he was with, that can also fuck him up so badly, because she would probably talk about, I was in this bus accident, she talked about it, and I was on a date with Light, and we were in this bus accident. Do you think she's not going to talk about that? Look, the way she looked, she's going to run to her girlfriends and tell them, girlfriends, whatever, So he should have that as well if he would reach out a bit. And if he is in contact with the FBI, he should have what I said earlier as well. So he should have more information. So the chance of him being Kira is actually, and we have the pattern of the high school student, which they did not figure out before, when he was going for Light, they didn't know the pattern. So they concluded the pattern. I hope they didn't disregard it, because that would be really stupid. Because for the arguments I made in that one episode, I do still think that he is definitely a high school student. So the percentage of him being Kira is 50 to 70% here if L would have gotten all the information he could. So, and I assume he has, because he seems really clever. So then again, this is hindsight, of course.
1% でも可能性があるならとことん調べる。
Yeah, of course.
私も自分の
Also, people saw him talk to Naomi, and the people in the police station saw him talk to Naomi. Didn't they tell him? The dad? Hey, Naomi was here? Like, she was at the counter. Why wouldn't they not relay that information to him? I know he's in this hotel currently, but like that he can't read. Yeah, there's one of them is there. One of them is at the hotel of these 6 detectives or 5. These are at the hotel, and he walked past them even. Like, oh my god, like he's basically done. Like, what?
家の隅々、バスルームからトイレまで見よ
I love that he puts his job about his family here a bit. That's also so dark.
局長、何を言ってるんですか
Because he's like them, like this thing I talked about earlier. Oh god, this is gonna be long. Anyway, that's why you're here for, I hope. Like, because he values, and I don't know if it is like this in Japanese culture, so I don't know if it's also cultural thing. So Japanese people, I know you're there. Tell me in the comments if the honor of your job, if it would be a culturally appropriate thing to do this, like to be like, yeah, I have to do this. Like, it's not that bad to lose the right of I don't know what it's called. Like, being filmed in secret is like obviously an offense, and they said that before. But is that so bad? Is that worth it? Like, normally, would you say that's worth it in normal cases in this situation, or you know? Because he's basically being like, if it's not Kira, yes, my son will be spied on and filmed, but all these rights of his, that is the illegal stuff, will be put on him. And if he's innocent, that's all on him. Like, that's how I damage him, potentially. And I don't know if he damages him by that in the Japanese culture. I just don't know. But, you know, and the other possibility is, not do it and risk it. And no, he's not going to risk it. So he places his job a bit over his son, depending on the culture. So interesting. Yeah, and them as well, of course.
出てくれ
Yeah, he's clearly distraught as well. Like, it's not easy for him, of course. It's his duty. He's this typical working man.
配慮として八神家の監視は私と八神さんのみで行いましょ
Oh, that's nice.
う。盗聴器カメラモニターの設置にどれくらいかかる？
Yeah.
両家の不在時間が分かればいつでも取り付けられます。
Will Light have done the hair trick or something with his door
ああ、また明日な。
to see if someone was inside? Because he seems to be getting more paranoid for some reason. Oh, there he is. Oh, and they already set it up. I'm glad he doesn't run into someone that does it. That would be so dumb. How would he figure out the... Okay, he did it like that. Normally I know that with a hair.
誰もいないようだし、久しぶりに2人でゲームしない
Okay, so first thing, we get confirmation that Ryu can just be wherever the fuck he wants. That's good. And he was home and probably saw them do it and is now trolling him. I hope he doesn't give him a hint.
なあ、ライト。ゲームだよ。
Oh my god, he's trolling him. Yeah, he definitely knows. So they fucked up with the... But they are policemen, shouldn't they know these things? And even, like, they know he's a detective, he knows some tricks, like, come on. They are really a bit dumb sometimes when they go after him.
あんなことをしてるなんて。部屋に何か見られたくないものでもあるのか
Yeah, but the cameras are they inside his room? I do think they are inside his room, so they must have placed it again. So they saw it.
17歳ということを考えたらそんなに怪しむことではありません。
So he's older than 17?
それに、最近はろくに帰ってもいないし、帰っても疲れて眠るだ
Yeah, but your computer. Couldn't they also trace the access to his computer? I would have done that as well, if that's possible. I'm not. Some IT guys in the comments tell me if that would have been possible.
おいライト
Like
さっき
take
から無視
take take Yagami's computer and see if the things were accessed from another IP or something. You know, I probably am completely fucking up the how it works. Like I have no clue, but something like that. You know, you get the gist. Another way to perhaps get him.
おい
この服に
ライト
盗聴器は仕込まれていない。
Wow, that would have been assholes though.
盗聴器いや多分両方だろう。しか
Yeah, of course he knows.
俺でもドアに紙切れ
Yeah, he's trolling him, I think.
あのドアノブはドアを閉めると水平の位置に自然に上がり、それ以上は
Yes.
が上がりきっていたら誰かが部屋に入った可能性がある。
5 millimeters. Let me get a ruler. That's this. How can you see that? I guess you can see that probably from the texture of the door handle, right? Yeah, I do think. So he really is checking that every day because you can't just glance at it. You have to really look. So he's really, really starting to get paranoid now. I love that though. Because I do think he doesn't even realize it. I do think it's subconscious. Perhaps I'm really reaching here, but I do think it's subconscious. I do think Maki shook him really, really badly, and he started subconsciously to do more and more Urahara preparation stuff, you know, like pre-planning and stuff. And he doesn't even realize it fully. Perhaps he does, of course, like, as I said, it might be, but that's so interesting.
仕掛けておいた。
ショッペンの芯
蝶つがいだよ。
Oh.
今までは自分で抜いて入っていたが今日は折れていた。
おお
Okay, so he technically also did the hair. So he, for some reason, like, I read it as his, like, he didn't do this before, I think. I do, tell me in the comments what you think. Perhaps I do think it's ambiguous. So my headcanon is Maki's death did shake him subconsciously a lot, and he started doing that after that. Because we also saw him in the last scene writing down the names in preparation. And he was like, yeah, what if I am hospitalized? No, it's also like when they take him to a prison and the killings resume, they can also be like, yeah, I wasn't that. I'm not, it's not me, you know? And the death note would have been burned. Like if they like go for the death note, his mechanism will snap and they will never have it. So he would have been saved then. Yeah, I do think he's not telling Ryuk that necessarily. So my headcanon right now is that the Maki incident did shake him so much that he now decides to do all of the stuff, and he just did that for like 5 days or something, or like I don't know how long it was, or 3. Yeah. Or perhaps it will be explained in a moment. Yeah.
髪をわざわざ元に戻してるからこそ怪しいんだ。
Yeah, that's true. The thing though is no, it's nothing. I thought that L was like, yeah, I did that as well. So it proves that at least it will prove to L 2 things. And one is something he can't be sure of, and the other he can be sure of. One thing is that Light is really, really intelligent and precautious and logically thinking through stuff. And he knows that now. Something he doesn't know is, or he can't be sure, is that Light is just a detective, aspiring detective. So he can't rule out his Kira. Like, that would make me even more suspicious, I think, but I don't know.
盗聴や盗撮の本買って勉強する気か
That would be awesome.
ところでリュウク、リンゴはどうなる？
What? Why?
俺の口に入ってしまえばリンゴは見えないが持っている時を宙に浮いてみ
Oh, that's so funny.
髪は死なないから餓死もしない。
Oh no. Oh no.
そうだな人間でいう酒や
How? Is it the sweetness?
どんな症状が出るんだ？
So it's interesting that Shinigami are so reliant on Apple's temptation. I mean, it fits with the Death Note. It's also temptation. I love that. So he will perhaps do some more comic relief with whatever the fuck he's saying here.
見たくないな。いいか、リュウク。
He can just go and steal them from somewhere. No one will give a shit.
まずすべてのカメラの位置を把握。
Oh, come on.
資格くらいあるかもしれない。
He could just go to the next house and eat them there. What? Perhaps he can't leave him. Perhaps he can't leave him after all, and I misunderstood that he saw the people doing it. But that's not clarified really, so. Oh. Yeah, so couldn't you also make yourself immortal? Couldn't you write down into the... Wait. Can't you just say, I die in the year 50,000? No, it's probably under, it won't work. And if you write down a date beyond your normal death date, it would probably count as this is not physically possible. So it won't. So you would just get a heart attack. Yeah. Now we've got the human eyes. Oh, hello there, good girl. Can't do it without this.
カメラを探さないと。あの真面目な息子があんな雑誌。
He's trolling.
部屋に誰か入っていないか確かめていたのはこういう本があるから。
That's so awesome.
龍崎、うちの息子。
If he doesn't suspect Light by this point, either L's network is shit because there's so much stuff he could have. I think he could have information access to, or yeah, I don't know.
やはりカメラはついていたか。となると盗聴器もだろう。
I really dislike this though, in that I don't like that he is using Ryuk with an excuse like this. My headcanon will be that Ryuk is like, yeah, let's have some fun, they will get you otherwise. Because they would get him otherwise. If he doesn't know where the camera is, they would get him somehow, I think. So yeah, I will scratch it up to the story has to continue, actually. Otherwise, this makes not much
日
sense.
本警察がここまでやるとは思えない。
The only way this makes sense is if he really can't leave his side, and that's not been established. Oh, more. Okay, why not?
ここまではしない。はあ、また表紙。こういう時は僕だけが疑われ監視されていると考えて行動する。
Yeah, you should.
こういう事態に備えてこんな本までいろいろ準備してきたんだ。
Yeah, see, I do think that's after Miss Naomi, though.
愛と。
My son is a disgrace. It's worse than if he was with Kira. No.
愛してる。
He looks like Joey Wheeler. And she looks like Naomi. Oh, God.
渡り、各テレビ局に例のテロップを流すように。
Oh, really? Why?
総勢1500人の捜査員を日本
That is so awesome. He's trolling it. Man, I love L. He's trolling him so hard. He doesn't know it completely,
500
but
人だってすごっ
I remember it, though. He did prepare that, so yeah.
これを見せて反応を見ようということか。
It did. No, it did get a reaction. Like, if you read, okay. I actually have to read up on the literature again because I don't know the specific case. Normally, if you have a reaction like shock or orienting reflex, you can't suppress that. Like, she says that and he will look. Like, at least that will have to happen. And then he showed there should be some signs, but I do think if because he's a psychopath, they might not be there. It might just be the orienting reflex, which would not make him suspecting more. So, yeah.
ない。送り込むならこっそり入れ、こっそり操作させるべきだ。
Come on. This is basically telling L as well, hey, fuckface, I know what you're doing. Go eat shit. Yeah, man, this is like he's revealing himself here.
さに報道してキラを動揺させようという警察の作戦さ。
Come on, like L, come on.
これじゃキラにもバレバレじゃないのかな。
Yeah, come on. Come on, he knows now. He has to know now. Yeah, see?
賢いですね、息子さん。
Ah, it's awesome. I love it. It's so fucking awesome. And L's like, brilliant. I have my enemy now that I can play chess with in 50,000 dimensions. I waited for
お
that.
兄ちゃんご飯の後にポテチ
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
ライトカメラ
Oh, yeah, that's convenient.
出るんだな。今から説明するぞ。
He's trolling him. He can't say anything. He can't say shut up. He's just fucking with him as well. Everyone is fucking with each other in this episode, man. I think this is my favorite till now. It's so funny. So much to think about as well.
さあ見つかるの覚悟でつけてるとしか思えない。
64, like, holy shit.
死刑囚を椅子に平気で座らせたり、奴も現
Says the dude who doesn't know any limits and killed an innocent fiancée grieving and put her into suicide. Like,
家の中じゃ喋れないんだったな。
did he think that? I mean, I heard his voice but didn't see his lips moving.
森らしいな。普通の人間ならこれでボロを出すだろうが。
I mean, you already gave yourself away to him by having that weird as fuck specific dialogue. Like he knew, like he was. I hope he understands, like, because no way this specific dialogue was said. Like that was so a hidden go fuck yourself. Like if I've ever seen a hidden go fuck yourself from him or from someone to someone else, Light saying that to the news banner was exactly that to L. Like,
いかないよ、エル。そこまでだ。
okay. What the fuck is he doing? Can't they hear him laugh, or is that in his thoughts again? Is there a
3週
camera?
間先まで犯罪者は死んでいくようにデスノートには知る。
Yeah, that's true.
時間を操れるということもエルには示している。
Yeah, that was a mistake. See?
報道される犯罪者が死んでいけばいい。
まずい。
Oh no. Oh no.
エル。リュウクの情報と前もっての仕込み。報道されている犯罪者を殺すことができる。
How did he get that in? How did he get it into the chips bottle or whatever it's called? Bottle. Sorry, it's late. A chips package. I think it's a package. I don't know the word. If you want to learn some German, it's called Tüte in German. Anyway, so I thought they had a camera inside, like, but they didn't. So he's gonna kill people on the news. He's got a piece of the Death Note inside, I think. So every time he will grab into that stupid bag, it's a bag, I'm sorry, dumb. I got the word. So every time he goes into the bag, he's like writing down the name. I hope he at least prepared dice immediately. Like I would have prepared on that sheet of paper, I would have prepared dice instantly by heart attack, dice instantly by heart attack. He just has to put in the names then, you know? So I hope he did that as well. Solve equations with my right hand.
名前を書き。
That's not that hard, though. It's like that sounds awesome, but it's not that hard. Like the equations he probably has are not that hard, and because he's probably got an IQ of over 150 or 40, I don't know what would he have. Of course, it's really hard to estimate. I don't know. It's probably 130 between 140. I don't think he surpasses 140. He's made some blunders before, and his psychopathy makes his intelligence stand out more, so we might overestimate him. Perhaps I underestimate him as well. I'm unsure. I mean, he's highly intelligent, like he's special gifted or whatever you say, like this highest category of intelligence. He's that definitely, but I don't know if he's on the upper end. But for everyone in that class that's hardworking, like in that area of IQ that's hardworking, the school equation is no problem, like in your sleep. I mean, I do have a pretty high IQ as well, and I never had problems with any equations in school, like nothing. So he will just write them down, and if he hears a name, because he can pretend to think about stuff, he can just write down the name quickly. He doesn't even have to, he has to look at the picture a bit, but yeah, that's awesome.
ポテチを取り食べる
What the fuck is Ryuk doing? What the fuck, man?
息子さんはテレビもパソコンもつけずずっと勉強ですね。
How is he receiving the Wait, how is that even possible in the bag to get the image of the TV thing? Is that possible? He has to have a wire connected to it, because if he would have done it by satellite waves, the chips package does have aluminum foil, so he has put a Faraday cage around the camera so he can't receive any signals. So it has to have a cable. So can't they trace that there is another connection running? They should be able to trace that. Yeah, I do think you know what, I will test that, I think. I'm gonna be at the university lab in 2 weeks, so it will take some time. But I will try to. I will try if my mobile, like my smartphone, is shielded when I put it into a bag. I'm unsure because it has an open end, you know, like it is open on one side. But I do think it's a Faraday cage. It's like an elevator. You don't have. Reception on an elevator, but because the chip's bag is open, it might be enough. Because you know the wavelength has to fit through. So the opening of the chips bottle, I think it has to be bigger than the wavelength. What frequency is that broadcast by? Megahertz? That's pretty small. It might get through. Yeah. I have to do that. I have to do that. I'm unsure if that's like if it's with remote. If it's remote, I think it might be a problem. So I do think he has a wire. I'm not sure. We have to wait. It's just something that occurred to me. So
センター試験まで10日切りました。
no. Also, the angle is shit. Why don't you like? He's got 64 cameras and he takes this shitty angle. I love the church choir singing while he's eating chips.
よしもうひと頑張り
So he threw the chips away. He just did it once. I see. I have to go feed my children one moment. Yeah, so I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. Like, so he just had to write down one name. So he had to know. So let's see. I would need some information about the Japanese news system a bit more to give a better better case of my view on this thing, because like how often are criminals even in the news? Like in Germany it's never, almost. Like someone with a face and the name is almost never. So I don't know how often this is. Is this every evening? Because he knows when the evening news are. So that's like he will switch it on then, and then he has to glance, and then he has to be lucky that there is something about a crime, and then he has to be lucky that they show it, and then he has to be lucky that he just at that moment looks, because they probably won't put it up for like long, just like 4 seconds. You know, so like this probably took some time until he could do this actually. It's interesting.
龍崎
どうした
Yeah, he knows now.
銀行員が取り調べ中にそしてひったく
A purse snatcher and an embezzler he killed. Oh no, Elle will know now that it's him definitely again, because these crimes are so fucking small. They are nothing like what he has punished before, as far as I understand. Not in this way. So they were on the 9 o'clock news and they looked at him at the 9 o'clock news. So he knows why would Kira do this other than being like, go fuck yourself, I can still do it. Per snatcher, like.
ドラマが終わるとテレビを消し、その後は一切
Yeah.
7時半過ぎから11時現在まで勉強しかしていない。
Yeah. But you did take a shit camera angle.
そのニュースを見ていなかった者はキラーではない。
Also, if there were 64 cameras and Ryuk told him where they were, like you can't make sure that the potato chips bottle. I'm so sorry. Why? I don't know why I'm calling it bottle. You know what? I'm gonna sell potato chips in a bottle one day, and you will all buy it. No, I'm just joking, of course. But how can you make sure that no camera angle goes inside? I mean, their quality is shit, granted, but they should see something suspicious from one angle, I think. So.
ずいぶん罪の軽いものを報道されてすぐに殺しましたね。
Yeah.
つけて初日だというのに、八神家は面白いほどすんなり白だ。
But it was small criminals. Did he kill small ones before? I thought he just gave heart attacks to others. Like, shouldn't he be like, yeah, man, this is so fucking suspicious every time? Because every time that he did suspect something, like, for example, the high school stuff, something happened that was like, no, I'm not that. Like, it's so obvious that it's so obvious that's L, that it's lied, but I don't know.
起きてるよ。
今日ゴミの日だからっ
Bring out the garbage.
ていつも言ってるでしょ。
はいはい。
So is the camera still on the potato chips? Or where is it?
小型液晶テレビ39,800円だろ。
Yeah.
おはようございます。
Yeah, why would he let his mother do it? He could do it and take it out. Or did he not? He wanted to make sure to destroy the evidence, I guess, but... Yeah, that's interesting. Man, that was by far the best episode yet. That what made my brain smoke. I do think, with the luxury of seeing both sides, of course, so I probably would have never figured that out as L, but I do think if L is as intelligent as he's presented, he should have him here already. Like 5 times in this episode, I feel it was obvious. Or not obvious, but so likely that he would have been like, yeah, go fuck yourself, man, I have you now, we'll just watch you for the rest of your life. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. And I mean, it's all like, yeah, I recorded for some time, but I hope it was still of value. And tell me what you thought of this one and where I might have misunderstood or misinterpreted stuff. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. See you around. Bye.